Alcohol kills millions of people every year. It destroys families, fuels wars, causes disease, and has probably been responsible for at least one wedding speech that never should have happened. But here's the thing, humans are unusually good at drinking it. Compared to many animals, we can metabolize alcohol remarkably well, which raises an interesting question. Why? Why would evolution make us good at consuming something that can be so destructive? Did evolution make a mistake? Not exactly. To understand why alcohol exists in almost every human civilization, we have to go back. Long before civilization, long before humans. Back to a forest where the smell of alcohol wasn't a warning, it was dinner. Around 20 million years ago, our ancestors spent most of their lives in trees. Their daily routine wasn't particularly glamorous. They'd find fruit, avoid predators, try not to fall, and repeat. Fruit was one of the best foods available because it was always packed with sugar. The problem was that the ripest fruit didn't stay on the tree. Sometimes it fell, and once fruit hits the ground, yeast gets to work. Yeast are microscopic fungi that love sugar. As they consume it, they produce ethanol, alcohol, which means forests have been running tiny breweries for tens of millions of years. No bartender, no happy hour, just fungi with a business model. And here's the clever part, fermenting fruit releases a strong smell. So to an ape wandering through the forest, that smell just meant one thing, substance. Animals that could detect it found food more often. Animals that ignored it died. Evolution had accidentally turned alcohol into the scent of survival. But there was one obvious problem. Alcohol is poisonous. Drink enough of it and your coordination disappears. That's less than ideal when your office is 30 feet above the ground. So evolution faced a choice. Avoid fermented fruit or evolve a better way to process it. Around 10 million years ago, one of our ape ancestors acquired a mutation that dramatically improved an enzyme called alcohol dehydrogenase. Its entire job is to break down alcohol. This wasn't evolution preparing us for wine tasting, it was simply helping hungry apes squeeze a few more calories out of fallen fruit. The individuals that handled alcohol a little better found a little more food, survived a little more often, had a few more children, and over thousands of generations, those tiny advantages added up. Evolution rarely wins with dramatic breakthroughs. Usually. It wins with slightly better Tuesdays. For millions of years, this system worked perfectly. Alcohol was rare, it was weak, and it was seasonal. Getting truly drunk from naturally fermented fruit would have taken serious commitment. But then humans arrived. And humans have an incredible talent for taking perfectly reasonable natural phenomena and turning them into industries. About 12,000 years ago, we discovered fermentation. Instead of waiting for fruit to do it naturally, we started making beer, then wine, then steak, then mead. Eventually, someone looked at alcohol and thought, what if we made it stronger? That person invented distillation. Evolution had prepared us for fruit containing 1, maybe 2% alcohol. Human engineers responded with whiskey. That's like evolving to outrun wolves, only for someone to invent motorcycles. Biology standed no chance. This is where things get interesting. Your brain evolved in a world where high calorie food was difficult to find. Whenever you found something valuable, your brain rewarded you. Remember this. One of these chemicals involved is called dopamine. Despite what you've probably heard, dopamine isn't really the pleasure chemical you've been taught to believe. It's closer to your brain's bookmark. It says, this mattered, do it again. Normally, that's incredibly useful. Find fruit, bookmark it, find shelter, bookmark it, make friends, definitely bookmark those. Alcohol, it abuses the whole system. It increases dopamine while also turning down parts of the brain responsible for anxiety and self control. This is why some people become more relaxed, more social, more willing to sing karaoke despite overwhelming evidence they shouldn't. The important part isn't that alcohol creates happiness, it's that your brain starts learning alcohol is important. Very important. Your brain is built to recognize patterns. If something consistently reduces stress or makes social situations easier, your brain begins expecting it. Eventually, certain places, certain people, even certain songs can trigger cravings before you've taken a sip. That's addiction. Not a switch, not a moral failure, a learning system doing exactly what it evolved to do, just in an environment it never evolved to experience. That same machinery that once guided an ape towards nutritious fruit can now guide someone toward a liquor store. The software stayed the same, but the world changed. Not everyone experiences alcohol the same way. Some people become intoxicated quickly. Others seem almost suspiciously resistant. Part of that is experience, but genetics matter too. Different populations inherited different versions of alcohol processing enzymes. Some break alcohol down efficiently. Others produce unpleasant side effects like facial flushing, nausea, and a racing heartbeat. Ironically, those uncomfortable reactions often reduce the risk of alcoholism. Evolution wasn't trying to make anyone enjoy drinking, it was simply making trade offs as usual. A lot of people think of evolution as an engineer, planning, designing, optimizing. It isn't. Evolution has no goals, no foresight, no blueprint. It simply keeps whatever worked yesterday and applies that to the future. There were no breweries, no bars, no advertisements, no unlimited refills. Our ancestors occasionally stumbled across fermented fruit. We built entire economies around it. That's why alcohol feels so contradictory. The biology isn't broken. The environment changed faster than biology could. The same thing happened with sugar, with gambling, with social media, ancient instincts, but modern technology. It's one of evolution's favorite ways to lose. So, did evolution make humans drink alcohol? Not really. Evolution prepared us for the occasional piece of fermented fruit lying on a forest floor. It prepared us to recognize the smell of calories. It prepared us to tolerate small amounts of alcohol better than many other animals. It did not prepare us for liquor stores open 24 hours a day. It did not prepare us for college parties. And it certainly didn't prepare us for cocktails served inside hollowed out pineapples. Alcohol isn't proof that evolution failed. It's proof that evolution solves yesterday's problems. The smell that once led our ancestors to survival can now lead some people towards addiction. The ancient software is still running. The world around it has just changed. Which means that the next time someone says humans evolved to drink alcohol, you tell them, we evolved for fermented fruit. Everything after that was our idea.